Well, we're back to the full team on the
Yeah.
field, which is nice. Better than the Blair Witch Project video I did last week. So another Friday Roundup. The first and big news is the parking lot. By the time you get here on Saturday or Sunday, the parking lot will be complete. So thank you for your patience over these last few weeks, moving around, parking different places, and navigating uneven terrain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's much, much better.
Mm-hmm.
Got a new drain over by the rectory as well. So
Yeah.
that'll
Bring
be
on
good.
the rain.
Bring on the rain. We can take it now.
Mm-hmm.
So is everything going to be painted soon, hopefully?
Yeah,
by
they're
the
supposed to
weekend?
stripe it today.
Awesome. Brand new parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Come and see it.
Yeah.
Should be a tourist attraction in and of
Probably
itself.
cook an egg on it this
You,
weekend.
you might be able to cook an egg on it this week.
Don't, because it's new and nice. But
Yeah, don't ruin it by
theoretically,
bringing your eggs to Incarnate and cooking
Yeah.
it. Please don't.
We're not yoking.
Oh dear.
Time to scramble and move on. All right, let's go.
This is what we have to deal with all the time.
Walking on eggshells. Yeah.
All right, we had a high school retreat last week. I'm gonna move on from that. It was a leadership retreat for our high school kids out in Washington, Missouri. I was out there one of the days and celebrated Mass. It was a really, really great time. Everybody enjoyed themselves. It was a really, really cool, unique retreat setting out there. It was like a ranch or like a villa. I don't even know what to call it, but it was a really, really great time. So we're grateful that all of them were able to come. And you got back late last week from
Life Teen Camp Hidden Lake down in Georgia. So we had like 97 kids down there. I went down with them for the week. Really incredible time. I saw a lot of the kids encounter the Lord and kind of see their hearts transform throughout the week. So it was awesome. So I hope that grace they got from that week kind of sticks with them for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'd even settle for this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll even settle for this
Even
year
this
too.
month. I mean, really anything.
This month.
Yeah. We're not picky.
Yeah. We're still taking photo directory signups. That'll be after Masses this weekend. We've got 317 households that have signed up as of today, which is great. That's a good number. So if you haven't signed up yet, you can sign up online today or during the weekend. You can sign up in person.
And I think they opened up some new slots towards the end of August. So if you had looked previously and said, hey, none of these work, I think there's been some new times opened up. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind.
We've also got
Chapel of Divine Mercy.
Yeah,
3
Chapel of
o'clock
Divine
on
Mercy.
Fridays.
3:00 every Friday in the church. Come and join us. It's always a wonderful thing to pray. The hour of mercy when our Lord died for us. So everyone's welcome at 3:00 in the church to pray the Chapel of Divine Mercy.
That's today.
That is today. Correct.
Literally today.
Literally today. So.
Yes. The gala auction is sneaking up on us in November. I think the early bird pricing goes away soon. So if you're going to go to it, go ahead and sign up, get the little discount, and support the parish. I've had some questions. Fire and Ice, we're funding air conditioning. And people have asked and said, didn't we just do that? And yes, we did just do it for the church and lower church hall. That whole system is new. This is the air conditioning for the school offices, the youth ministry space, the parish offices, and a few other meeting rooms as well. So it's everything kind of beyond the church and lower church hall. So if that makes sense. We're not replacing a 5-year-old system. It's one that's sneaking up on 25 years old.
Yeah, we will be there. It'll be a good time.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome.
Very fun.
Fire and Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Will there be real fire?
The plan is to have some, but we're running into issues with safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can see how that would be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean,
Yeah.
safety ruins all our fun ideas, I guess.
It does. It tends to distract from the real purpose of the event.
Yes.
Which is not to, save people from fire or whatever. But it'll be great. Either
Yeah.
way, it always is spectacular.
Yeah. All right, and then we also have Catechesis of the Good Shepherd. It'll be coming back in the fall for our preschoolers on Thursday mornings. You can find more information for it on the parish website. So we're great to restart that program this fall for our preschoolers.
Yeah, and if you have a little person that fits into that age group, the catechesis really, I'm always amazed at what kids pick up in the Mass as they're going through that Catechesis of the Good Shepherd program, and even just the readings, because they're starting to hear those stories and almost act them out in the little classroom. So if it works for your schedule and for your child, really encourage you to consider that program, because I've seen some really beautiful and profound things happen in those the innocent children's mind. They really sort of sometimes see the gospel in ways that we take for granted or don't even appreciate.
Yeah. All right, we didn't have any baptisms or funerals this week, so we're going to go ahead and move into preaching for the week. And we've got kind of an interesting next few weeks coming up for our preaching. So in this year, in our rotation of readings, there's a 5-week stretch of readings that are all about the Eucharist from John chapter 6. It's the famous Bread of Life discourse. One of the Sundays this year is the Assumption. That's in August, so that'll take up one of them. So we really have 4 of our next 5 weeks will all be about the Eucharist. And all of us in the rectory and at least who preach, we're going to kind of talk about a different theme each week. All of us are kind of coordinating what we're going to preach on. And we're going to all of us will preach on a different theme related to the Eucharist each week. So that's what's kind of going to be coming up over the next few weeks. They're all going to be about the Eucharist, again, with the exception of August 15th for the Assumption. But we're going to preach on different themes related to the Eucharist. And this week, we are preaching on...
Reverence.
Reverence, yeah. Always an important topic. I think one that is good to be reminded of on occasion. Just that we instill and maintain our pieties and different practices that we have in relation to the Eucharist to show how much the Eucharist means to us.
And I think the hope is to understand, maybe sometimes we have forgotten or have never been taught why we do certain things, whether it's genuflections or little acts of piety. We might think, oh, those are just kind of like Catholic superstitions. But if they're done well, they point to something deeper, and they help us maintain a kind of respect for the gift that we've been given. So our hope, I think, is to kind of convey or remind all of us, including ourselves, of why we do these things. There's a reason. They're not just empty gestures, and they actually help us grow in our love and appreciation of the Eucharist.
Yeah.
And the theme preaching, we don't do this very often, but it's helpful on these where we have the same kind of general reading over and over again.
Yeah.
Otherwise, one week Father Schneider might preach on reverence. The next week I might preach on reverence. And then depending on what Mass you come to, you might be, why did I just hear basically the same homily week after week?
Right. These Sundays, it's very easy to repeat yourself.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to kind of make it a little bit easier for these weeks for you.
The thing that's amazing to me as I'm preparing the homily for Sunday is Catholics have been preaching on the Bread of Life, John 6, for 2,000 years. We've been studying John 6 for 2,000 years. And even now, these many years later, there's still more to say. Like you'd think everything would have been said already, but it hasn't. So it really shows us how rich the Eucharist. If we come to Mass and think, I don't get anything out of it, it's boring, then maybe it's not the Eucharist that needs to be rehabbed. It might be our understanding and appreciation, because it really is limitless what we can take away from it. So hopefully reverence gets us started on that path of rediscovering the gift that we receive every Sunday.
Yeah. You excited about preaching about reverence?
I am, yeah. I've been praying about it kind of throughout the week, and I think, what I'm looking forward to is just conveying that kind of important truth that what we do externally with our body teaches our souls something. So how those little external acts that Father Schrader was talking about will actually deepen and strengthen our Eucharistic faith, which is important because the Eucharist is a hard teaching to accept.
Sure. Yeah, Jesus said this teaching is hard.
Right.
He admitted it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we'll be preaching about this week, and in the weeks to come, we'll kind of go over the theme of each week over the next few weeks for you. So be looking on our weekend roundup videos for that. So hopefully we'll see you this weekend at Masses. We look forward to being with you and praying with you, and hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Did you want us to learn a coordinated dance, like an in-sync
No.
moves for the Bread of Life discourse, or was that a dream that I had?
That must have been a dream,
Okay.
or you've been spending too much time on TikTok.
I am definitely not on TikTok. Yeah. Yeah. So have a great weekend. Stay cool. I think it's gonna be warm, so stay hydrated and bring a shawl to church because we're gonna be cranking it down to keep ourselves cool.
Yeah. All right. God bless.
God bless.